Welcome back to First Issues. We have started a series on scams and fraud with fraud manager at one of the local commercial banks, Gariso Patrick. In our previous engagement, Gariso spoke of the rising cases of people being scammed due to scammers and fraudsters becoming smarter. In this series, we will be discussing some common scams that you should be on the lookout for if you are to not become a victim. We kick it off with Ponzi schemes, with Gariso explaining how you can identify them.
Well, I think, recently Ponzi schemes have, gained a lot of attention, and it's something that is, quite prevalent, in recent times. And just to start off, maybe give you, an indication in terms of, the mode of operation, or what they, usually call the modus operandi, of how these things, evolve. Usually, they start off, as investment opportunities. They're being advertised, to unsuspecting people as investment, opportunities for people. They'll advertise this in various ways, and mostly in recent times through social media. Because social media, can reach, many people within a short period, within a short space of time. So what they usually happen, or how they usually happen, is they'll, promise people high returns in a very short period of time. Hence, they are called get rich quick scams. So, and the way, or the manner in which they do this to ensure that they capture a lot of people within a short space of time is that, the first people to invest in that, investment scam would, ordinarily be paid out. And the reason why they are paid is so that, there will be testimonials that are given out by these people to other people to say, this thing actually works, and this is how much I received from, that investment scam. And usually it's a legit, transaction that you'll see, coming through. But the truth of the matter is, these people are not being paid from the legitimate business activities of that, so-called investment scam. It is actually money that is gotten from other people who are investing in the scam, who come at a later stage. Yeah. So that money that they invest in is taken and paid to the people that came first. Yeah. I hope it's coming out clear as I'm explaining it. Yeah. So, and as I was saying, the intention is so that you have people who give testimonials. Yeah. So, and also one of the things that you have to look out for is, there are certain levels where, people will be entitled to join. Yeah. So the higher you go up, the more returns you'll gain. And possibly you'll be, making more investment into the scam. Yeah. And that is basically how these people, make money out of this. And how they normally collapse is the moment they have, a big number of existing, investors, yeah, than new investors coming in. That's when the scam, start, to collapse. Usually they'll start, by giving excuses like, the bank has frozen the accounts, or we are still struggling with our technology, and things like that.
Like you're saying, these scams are now becoming more prevalent, right, for lack of a better word. But this is in spite of so much information that is shared around Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes. Why do you think that we're still seeing more and more victims coming out?
Well, going back to my initial point, which I made regarding trust. Yeah. So usually they gain people's trust, as I was saying, through testimonials of other people who would have, been rewarded after, joining these scams. One other thing that we have seen evolving through these scams is the tendency to hack into, people's, social media accounts, and mostly prominent people and well-known people. It could be church leaders, it could be, politicians, and well-known and respectable members in the community. They'll use various social engineering techniques, take over their social, media accounts, then post these testimonials. So in that sense, that scam will gain people's trust. So they'll start trusting that, indeed, if so and so has joined and making money out of this, then I too can do that.
Let us then talk about how we as individuals can protect ourselves from such. It is one thing to see testimonials from people that you trust, and quite another to know what the situation is. So how do you know? How do you see that this is a scam? It is not a legitimate investment vehicle.
Yeah, as I've indicated, if you are promised more returns within a short space of time, then you should be suspicious. You have reason to suspect that this could be a scam. And the other thing is, don't invest in anything before you do some background check to satisfy yourself that indeed this is legitimate, and that is doing your due diligence before investing in this kind of investment scams. I think these are the two most profound and glaring discrepancies that one can look out for in order to pick this up.